stopped halfway along and knelt down, removing a handful of wilted foliage from a vase and emptying the dirty water out onto the soil. "Hey, how have you been?" She rummaged around in the bag and brought out a water bottle, twisted off the cap and refilled the container. A fresh bouquet of flowers was stripped of its cellophane and arranged in the urn. Her eyes began to sting. She rubbed them with the back of her hand. "I had a bust-up with Wacko Jacko the other day," she said, as tears pulled against her lower eyelids. She set the vase back on the ground and gazed up to the sky, her bottom lip shaking. "I got this new case." The words choked in her throat. She coughed into the crook of her arm and tried again. "I got this new case. Wacko gave it to Brownbag to start with." Her shoulders shook as sobbing overcame her. It's... She wiped her nose on her sleeve and cleared her throat. "It's a murder case where a young woman..." Raw grief dried her words in her mouth. Her head fell forward into her hands. Tears ran through her fingers. "Fuck!" she cried in anguish, staring up at the clouds escaping into the distance. She straightened her shoulders and removed a card wrapped in cling film from the bag. It depicted a cartoon figure in a chef's hat standing in a kitchen. Around him in speech bubbles were innuendo jokes about the size of his chopper and what he was going to do with it. "See, I didn't forget." She inserted the card amongst a spray of cut flowers, her hands trembling. The lettering across the top read, "Happy Birthday." "Anyway, I get this murder case." Taking a ball of cloth from her pocket, she soaked it in the last of the water from the bottle. "I get this murder case, and then, like buses, another one comes along, and I end up with that one as well." Kray diligently wiped away 4 weeks of grime from the top of the stone like she was rubbing away the past. Every sinew in her body had told her not to come today, but she had to. The damp material kissed over the white lettering as dried tears stained her blotchy face. "So, now I have 2 fucking cases to manage. Fancy that, eh? Only been back a month." The cloth slipped from her grasp, and her fingers came into contact with the cold black marble, sending a jolt of memory shuddering through her. Her fingers turned white as she gripped the top of the stone. In her mind, she could see herself leaping from a car before it had even come to a halt, and running up the street shouting through the open window as the vehicle cruised beside her. "What the fuck do you know?" she yelled. "I know fucking plenty, now get in the car. Fuck off!" She could see the people around her scurrying away as she skirted around the back of the moving car, dodging through the traffic to the opposite side of the road. She could hear the voice behind her calling out, "Ros, come back!" But she had no intention of coming back. It was the only thing they had ever rowed about. It was the open wound in their life that refused to heal. Like clockwork, when things were going well, her poor eating habits would rise up and bite their happy relationship on the arse. The worst thing about these rows was that she knew he had only her best interests at heart. He loved her. Worst of all, she knew he was right. As she clutched onto the stone with both hands, Kray could see herself stomping up the promenade towards the tower, crashing through the huddles of holiday-makers and day-trippers. She crossed a side road and once more joined the throngs of people out enjoying the thin sunshine. Then Kray saw the flash of the blade, but it was too late. His intention was to split her like a kipper, with a vicious upward slash from groin to chin. She dodged to the side and the blade of the Stanley knife missed its intended target, but cut a deep diagonal gash across her front. Starting at her belly, a glistening red line traversed her body, slicing through her right breast. Her T-shirt erupted in blood as she spun away from the blow, hunching herself forward. The second blow ripped down her back, scything a yawning groove into her flesh. She arched her back, searing white pain tore through her. In a sideways glance, Kray could see the attacker raise his arm and plunge the knife into her shoulder. He raised his arm again, and blood splurted into the air as the short triangular blade exited her body. His clenched fist came crashing down.